Okay. Not not haven't done one of these in a while. Uh, had a lot go on since the last video. I ended up having my top surgery, which I'm still recovering from. I'm still on medical leave for that for another 2 weeks. A week, not even a week post op, my fiance of a year and a half left me to basically recover on my own and just fend for myself, which kind of saw it coming, so I'm not really shocked, not really hurt. Um, but yeah, I'm still recovering from surgery. The grafts are doing really well. My incisions are doing really well. I had my surgery with Dr. Daniel Medelli up in Cleveland, who was amazing. His staff was very punctual, very kind, made sure to go out of their way to do anything that I asked or anything that I requested. Called me by the proper pronouns, proper name. Had everything down to a T. Did everything to make me feel comfortable. Um, they were amazing, very kind, very nice people, very funny. Makes you feel like you're not going in for surgery, but you know you are. But they try to make you, they try to make you laugh. They try to make you happy. I was under the knife for 2.5 hours, but I was also rather large for my size. I was an H or an I before I went in for surgery. I weighed myself pre-op and then post-op, and apparently I had lost 15 pounds. And I don't know if that's in just from me not being as active and not eating, and therefore losing weight, but also from how much they removed. I don't have any bandages on right now. It's like I said, the one side's a little messy, the other side isn't. But you can see this side's healing up really well. This graft did amazing. It's already basically peeled. Just kind of working on the discoloration. This side still has a little left to peel, and it's a little red and irritated, but I was just laying on that side before I did this video. I've got a little bit of a divot on this side. You can't really see no matter what I do. I've got a divot in the middle, but I've got a really deep sunken in part, but I'm pretty sure that'll fill in as I exercise. Um, but that is, my surgery was on the 23rd, so I'm about 4 weeks post-op. I'm happy with it compared to where I was to where I am now. I've got a little pudge I've got to lose, but once I can exercise, that'll be done and done. You can see I've got spots on my shirt from where you have to keep the grafts moisturized. I've been using Vaseline. That's just what my doctor told me to use. But it'll come out whenever I wash it. It's just oil. Um, but that's been the roller coaster ride that is my life. I'm not going to go into the drama of what happened with me and my ex. What happened happened, and everything happens for a reason. I'm already basically back on my feet as far as recovering from my grieving that I needed to do with her. I wasn't real upset, wasn't real taken down by it, and I'm not going to let it take me down. A warning though, back onto the topic of what this video is actually supposed to be about. With top surgery, expect to be asked to stop taking tea a week before. I was not happy about this. I thought I would be fine and just not be able to take it the week of. They actually said to not take it the week before, so I was off tea for 2 weeks. Um, but I have noticed the recovery of my progress on tea is amazing. I've only been back on it for 3 weeks, I think, and just how quick everything's picked back up and gone right back to how it was is amazing to me. It just I didn't know that just having my top surgery would change that. Like, I feel like it works better. Um, I have started kind of experimenting with going into the men's restroom versus the women's. Um, where I live, it's kind of out in the country, and it's a little risky going into the men's restroom and just going straight to the stall. They kind of, don't like it. It makes them uncomfortable. But I can't obviously stand at a urinal like the rest of them. I've tried both. I've tried going into the men's. I've tried going into the women's. I've waited for everybody to not be in there. I've gone in with a group. I've even gone as far as not using men's or women's, just waiting until I can find a family restroom, which we all know that those are almost impossible to find. But I went into one men's restroom and almost got beat up. I mean, that's the honest part of it, and it was right after my surgery. So it's not like I didn't pass. It's not like I didn't look like a guy. I, still had my facial hair, had my top surgery. I was flat. I was, I'm just pudgy. But yeah, this guy somehow, some way knew that I wasn't biologically male. I don't know how, other than maybe he was sitting by my table at the restaurant and heard me and my friends talking about it. I'm not sure, but he gave me a little bit of flack over it, and I didn't see him. He didn't try to really physically assault me. He got in my face and kind of yelled at me. But I deal with the same thing if I go in the women's restroom. If I go in the women's restroom, I get yelled at that I'm in the wrong restroom. So I'm not really sure what to do there other than just not do it. I've kind of become a hermit the last couple weeks because it's cold and snowing here in Ohio. Just don't want to deal with it. What else? What other updates? I'm going to be hopefully getting back into doing drag for charity like I used to. I know it's a little odd. I guess it's not really drag anymore. It's just getting on stage and dancing around. I'm not sure. But I work with a charity group, which is the Imperial Court System, which runs in America, Mexico, and Canada. And we're one chapter, and we help out so many different charities here locally. And it gives me a sense of fulfillment. Like, it makes me feel like I'm making a difference to somebody. As much as like I try to help the community, help out other trans guys with information and doctors and advice and anything I can do, that makes me feel like I have a little bit more out there, I guess. I mean, life as a whole just kind of has kept going. I'm hoping to start working out here in the next couple weeks as soon as I'm cleared. So it'll probably be once I go back to work because I'm a little weird about trying to exercise. My dog is trying to climb into the frame. You can't quite. That's a nose. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to start getting better about these videos. I guess I should probably let you guys know what my Facebook is in case you ever want to get a hold of me and actually talk, because I don't think my YouTube has a link to that, so I'll be putting that in the comments in case you want to get a hold of me or need any help. Earthquake. So I guess I'm going to make another one of these probably in a couple weeks when I go back to work, just to let everyone know how that went, because my job is a very heavy labor job. I'm a screen printer, so I lift giant screens all day that are as long as my arm span. So I'll update everybody then.